This is, yeah, just do your best, Ida. So, with this episode, we see that quite a bit's going on in this episode, so let's break it down. First off, in the class, the students are picking a class representative. Ida wants to be it. Unfortunately, Deku gets picked, and he's kind of surprised, like, how did I get 3 votes? So, and then we see that reporters have come to UA, and you know some of them are trying to get in because they're trying to interview the students about how All Might is as a teacher and whatnot and such. And pretty much Ida kind of figures that they're the ones because there's an alarm going off. Everyone's freaking out because someone might have gone to the school to thanks to reporters. But we soon learn that there's something else going on. We also see the students in the class are now going to face natural disasters like a rock slides or hurricane storms, twisters, you name all that such. And then it ends on a very interesting cliffhanger. So with this episode, I gotta say I really love Ida. Ida has probably become one of my top 5 favorite characters on my list. You know, J. Michael Tatum, who voices this character, does just such a phenomenal job, and I just love him a lot in this performance and everything. And you get a bit of his story, like we learn that his older brother's a hero, his family's rich, and you know, he's just trying to, you know, honor his family, you know, and he really did want to be class representative because he, you know, he's kind of got that role pretty well. I love how you read, he's like, you got it because you have to live for it. It's the glasses. I'm like, if that was true, why wasn't I class representative in my high school? Thank you very much. But his character was he was the one who kind of helped all the students out and everything, because one, you know, he figures as the reporters, and 2, he has to figure out how to calm down, and he actually thinks of Deku and everything, because, you know, when Deku did the sequence of when to get into UA, he kind of admired him because, you know, he wasn't trying to beat all the robots, he used self-sacrifice to help save someone else. And, you know, he kind of admires that about Deku and thinks what he would do in that situation. So he gets Yuriri to touch him so he could float, using his own quirk, to go to the front of the room, which was funny because he kind of is in a position like when you see like I have an exit door or a stop sign, or like just his posture was so funny. And you know, he kind of tells everyone to calm down, that the situation is handled and how they should be taking the situation and whatnot and such. So. And then we are seeing with All Might, who's kind of having a bit of difficulty with his own quirk, because in the second episode when he was dealing with that sludge creature who was trying to possess Deku, he's having a hard time keeping his quirk, you know, in check and everything at times, you know, because he has a limit of his quirk, and it's kind of getting a strain on him and such. So, but by the end near the end of the episode, we see the students are being sent to go to this place called USJ, which is so funny, and they mention Japan's Universal Studios, which is like kind of funny. And we also meet another faculty member. Her name is number 13. She has this quirk, which is the ability to create black holes, which was pretty awesome, if you have to say, you know, because that's kind of a quirk you really should be capable about and everything. And I also love in the episode how they're on the bus, everyone's kind of making fun of Kachan, and it was so funny because Deku is kind of questioning this. His reaction is just so funny to me because he's like, what's going on? Everyone's you know, making fun of messing around with him and all that, because Deku's usually the one getting made fun of, but now it's on the other end of the foot, which I thought was kind of funny and such. So, but when this episode ends, it ends when we see actual villains have entered USJ. And the episode ends on that point. It makes me excited now because, you know, we've established a lot of some of these heroes already. We met some of the students in the classroom. We, you know, established a few other heroes. But now we gotta establish some of the villains, which is the key thing. Because the villains, behind every great hero, there is a great villain. And to see some antagonists for the students to deal with is something I'm kind of interested to see and all that. Because, you know, the students have just been learned to use their quirks now and try to harness them to their advantage. And now they were originally going to use them for face natural disasters, but now they got the supervillains who are now coming to play. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how the students are going to be dealing with all that, and at the same time see who these villains are and some of their quirks and all that. So, but I gotta say, this was a really great episode. I really did enjoy it. Like I said, Lida, voiced by J. Michael Tatum, is just a great character. I definitely would put him in my top 5 favorite of the characters and such, because he's such a great character. He never fails to bring a charm. He makes me laugh, but yet he's very determined. He's very hardworking, and you know, I kind of see a little bit of myself in him. Yeah, I could definitely see myself like him and all that. So, and you know, he really does handle the situation well. When all the students were all panicking and everything, and just he gets to the front of the exit door and all that, and you know, that was really smart and everything and such. So, and you know, I love Deku, who says he doesn't feel he is qualified to do it, but you know, Lida is, because you know, he handled that situation very well, and you know, he really took on the responsibilities, and some of the other students start to agree with him and such. So, and I just love their teacher a lot. He's like, just hurry up and make the decision while I take my nap. And it just like, you just like, wow, greatest teacher ever there. So, but yeah, this was a really good episode and all that. But yeah, we kind of, because I assumed it was the reporters like Lida, but when we see some of the faculty, like Recovery Girl and the others, see that someone is trying to break into UA, it does kind of gets things interesting and such, because you know, you assume one thing, but something else has actually happened and such. So, but yeah, I'm really excited for the next episode, because it kind of makes me interested to see what more we're going to see with the villains, what their quirks are going to be, and how the students are going to handle that and such, because that's something I'm really looking forward to and such. So, but overall, yeah, Lida, just do your best. Was a great episode, and I really did enjoy this episode. I liked learning a bit more about his character, seeing him handle the situation, and then now we're introduced to some villains and everything. It's gonna make things much more interesting. So, but that's my thoughts for this episode. Please let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode. What did you think of Lida? Did you think he's pretty cool, or do you think he's okay and all that? Just let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and such. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy me doing more of the My Hero Academia vlogs and such, because you know, I really do love doing these vlogs, talking about, you know, My Hero Academia, and I plan to do more. Probably do Yuri on Ice, Danny Phantom, maybe the CW's Arrow and Flash and all of them. If you want to see more of that, please subscribe to my channel. I also do movie reviews, so I just saw, the last movie I just saw was It, but I've been doing other videos as well. I just did a video yesterday on talking about my thoughts for Courage the Cowardly Dog, if you want to check that out. And please, when you subscribe to my channel, please hit the bell to be notified of future videos so you can know and see me just rambling on, hear my crazy opinions and such. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter at SuperKid801, I would enjoy that, just to see me and my misadventures and whatnot and such. So, but yeah, so that's my thoughts for this episode. Please let me know in the comments below what you love this episode. What are your thoughts on the villains? Are you excited, just as I am? Because I'm excited to see some villains now, because it's going to create some challenges for our young heroes and such. So, but anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time for the next vlog for this week. Go beyond, plus ultra.